How did your unit's inside joke end up in an official military document? It started with our broken down Humvee that we nicknamed the Angry Turtle because it moved about as fast as one and made weird hissing noises. I was stationed at Camp Liberty in Iraq 2007. Our motor pool had this one Humvee that was held together with duct tape and prayer. Thing had been through 3 IED blasts and somehow kept running, but barely. The engine wheezed like an old man climbing stairs. Transmission slipped constantly. Air conditioning hadn't worked since 2003, but command kept assigning it to missions because technically it still moved. My squad leader Jake started calling it the Angry Turtle after our first patrol. We're driving through Baghdad at maybe 15 miles per hour, engine making this angry hissing sound while every other vehicle passed us. Jake looks back at us bouncing around in the back and says, "This thing moves like an angry turtle having a bad day." The name stuck immediately. Within weeks, everyone on base knew about the Angry Turtle. Mechanics would ask which vehicle you needed worked on. "Oh, you mean the Angry Turtle? Good luck with that thing." Even officers started using the name. Captain Williams would assign missions like, Team Alpha gets Vehicle 7, Team Bravo gets Vehicle 12, and Team Charlie gets the Angry Turtle. Sorry guys, the joke went on for months. We'd radio back to base during patrols. "Base, this is Team Charlie. Angry Turtle is overheating again. Request permission to pull over." Dispatch would respond, "Roger Team Charlie, find some shade for the Angry Turtle." It became such common language that nobody thought twice about using it over official radio channels. Big mistake. Turn out every radio transmission gets recorded and transcribed for intelligence purposes. Some analyst at headquarters was going through communication logs, probably looking for enemy activity patterns. Instead, they found hundreds of references to something called Angry Turtle operating in Baghdad. No idea what it meant. Sounded like military code for a secret weapon or special operation. 2 weeks later, we get called into a briefing. Battalion commander is standing there with a stack of papers, looking confused and slightly annoyed. "Can someone please explain to me what Operation Angry Turtle is?" he asks. "Because according to intelligence reports, you've been running it for 4 months without authorization." Dead silence in the room. 30 soldiers trying not to laugh while our captain's face turns red. "Sir," Captain Williams finally says, "Angry Turtle isn't an operation. It's what we call Vehicle 237. You named a Humvee Angry Turtle?" "Yes, sir. Due to its performance characteristics." The commander just stared at us. Then he started reading from the intelligence report. "Day 47 of Operation Angry Turtle. Asset continues to experience mechanical difficulties. Request immediate extraction for Angry Turtle." Day 63. Angry Turtle successfully completed mission despite equipment failure. Recommend commendation for Angry Turtle crew. He looked up from the papers. Intelligence flagged this as a potential classified operation. They've been trying to figure out what Angry Turtle means for weeks. That should have been the end of it. Funny story. Lesson learned. Move on. But military bureaucracy works in mysterious ways. Someone higher up the chain read those intelligence reports and decided Operation Angry Turtle sounded like legitimate military planning. 3 months later, we received new radio protocol guidelines, official military communication standards, signed by a general, distributed to every unit in Iraq. Section 12, subsection C, paragraph 4. Vehicle call signs may include descriptive operational names to improve battlefield communication clarity. Listed examples included Thunder Horse, Iron Eagle, Desert Fox, and Angry Turtle. Our inside joke had become official military doctrine. Angry Turtle was now an approved call sign in the United States Army Field Manual. Jake framed that document and hung it in our tent. "From broken Humvee to military history," he said. 6 months later, I heard Marines in Fallujah using Angry Turtle as their call sign for a slow-moving supply convoy. Last year, my nephew joined the Army. During his communications training at Fort Gordon, his instructor used Angry Turtle as an example of proper battlefield radio procedure. That beat-up Humvee from Baghdad is now teaching soldiers proper radio etiquette at military schools across the country.